Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Parkview Sport One Ice House for Week 11, the official start of the second half of the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com. We will start off the night between the Carroll Chargers and the Bishop Dwenger Saints, and we are going to take a quick look into our standings. It is Bishop Dwenger in first place with 9 wins, 1 loss for 18 points. The Leo Lions are in second with 7 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss for 15 points. Carroll is in third with 6 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss for 13 points. The Summit City Panthers are in fourth with 7 points. Homestead rounds up fifth with 6 points. And the Fort Wayne Bruins round up last place with 4 points. Excuse me. Taking a look at last week's scores, it was the Carroll Chargers defeating the Leo Lions by a score of 3-1. The Bishop Dwenger Saints edged off the Fort Wayne Bruins by a narrow score of 2-1. And lastly, the Homestead Spartans defeated the Summit City Panthers by a score of 3-2. And taking a quick look at next week's games, it is going to be Carroll and the Bruins at 6:40, Bishop Dwenger and Homestead at 7:30, and Leo and Summit City at 8:40. And don't forget, you can catch the 6:40 and 8:40 games right here on SummitCitySports.com. And, of course, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports. That is 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Parkview's new Ortho Express Clinic is your new home for all your orthopedic needs. Instant access to physicians, x-rays, physical therapy, performance, and our sports dietitian are all at your fingertips at the new Ortho Express. We meet the athlete when and where they are playing inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse with evening and weekend hours. Parkview Ortho Express. Learn more at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. We will be right back with the first period here on SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
We are getting ready for the first period. Referees making some last-minute maintenance on the nets. Looks like they're going to have to pull it off as there is a hole in the net, and obviously they can't play with a damaged net as the puck could go through the hole and lead to a ref calling a no goal when there should be one on the play. Excuse me. So they're going to bring a new net on. Taking a look at some more upcoming events. Wednesday, December 20th is our second youth hockey night. All youth players will be admitted for free if they bring and wear their youth hockey jerseys to the games. Cancer Night is Wednesday, January 24th, where the players will honor their relatives for their fight or their victory over the battle of cancer. And, of course, Wednesday, February 14th is Senior Night, and the 14th is also the wrap-up of the regular season, as the teams will honor their senior players in their last regular season game of high school hockey. Taking a look at the top 3 goaltending leaders, it is Stephen Vlot of Bishop Dwenger leading the way with 6 wins. Kyler Bays of Leo is in second place with 3 wins, a 1.92 goals against average, and a .932 save percentage. And Michael Balmer rounds up third. Off the draw, it is going to be won by Josh Kuharski, as is now going to be Hensley giving it up the boards to Palmer, as it now gives it to Huffman. Starting goaltender for the Saints is going to be Nick Allen, and for Carroll is going to be Isaac Hyde, as that is now going to be played in the corner by Kuharski. Here is Gutierrez at the point, getting it down low, but that is blocked, and out to center ice it comes. Here comes Zemansky for the Saints. He is poke-checked by Duffus, as Duffus gets it down ice, icing waved off. Allen leaving it for his defense, Hensley, as he is pressured by Palmer. Hensley will wrap it around the boards. Gutierrez keeps it in the zone for the Chargers. Hensley taking it behind the net now as he gets it up to Griffin Knipscher. Around the boards, here is Zaremba. He will get it out to McClung with the drive save. Rebound and another save by Hyde. Taken down behind the net was Robertson, as it is now going to be sent to center ice by Dess. Dess with it now inside the Bishop Dwenger zone, as it was a misplay by Woods, and Dess now takes it behind the net. Knepscher gets it to center ice to be played by Salkeld, as it is now going to be Dess off the boards and into the Bishop Dwenger zone. McClung regrouping for the Saints, backhands it out of the zone to be played by Salkeld, and Salkeld gets it over to Thornton as he retreats behind the net and leaves it for Dess. Here it comes, Wallen for the Chargers into the zone, gets around the defense, a shot is fanned on as the defense makes a good play, coming back and breaking up the shot, as here is Thornton with it now. Thornton with a shot, saved by Allen, and a rebound is taken away by Nick Kuharski, as here is Duffus for the Chargers. Wallem with it now, gets around McClung and up to Cameron Perry, but is broken up and played by Kuharski down behind the net. McClung up the boards is going to be poked out of the zone by James, and here comes Kuharski. Kuharski over to Zaremba. Zaremba off the side of the net. Duffus banks it off the boards, trying to get it out, but Hensley keeps it alive for the Saints before Cameron Perry knocks it out. Thornton gets it over to the point, but kept in by James, so he shoots above the net. James with it now, wraps it around to Josh Kuharski. Kuharski gives it back to James, pressured by Thornton, as Thornton takes it now along the boards. Thornton carrying up the far wing, gets it over, trying to hit Pollock. That will go down for an icing. 11:42 left in the first period. The only scratch tonight for the Bishop Dwenger Saints is going to be Louis Knipscher, as he is serving a 1-game suspension for a 5-minute fighting major. Off the draw, it is going to be blocked as DeGroot tried to get a shot on net. Here is Knipscher with it now. Zaremba back to Knipscher, As here is Mosier. Mosier backhanding it out of the zone. And here is DeGroot with it now. Zaremba for the Saints get it in the zone to be played now by Halsworth. As Halsworth turns it over to Robertson. Robertson centering feed, but the shot is unable to be taken by Zaremba. As it is now along the far corner. Gutierrez banks it off the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. It is kept in by DeGroot, and it is now going to be played by Salkeld along the near boards. Salkeld wraps it around to be played by Halsworth, and DeGroot again keeps it in for the Saints. Good pressure by Bishop Dwenger at the start of this period, keeping Carroll inside their own zone. Halsworth finally sends it down ice for the Chargers. Icing waved off as DeGroot gets there first for the Saints as his stick got caught in the boards. Here is Sather now, and he will get it as far as the point before it's kept alive by Huffman. Here is Thornton with a shot blocked by Nick Kuharski, and another shot by the Chargers goes just wide. Tied up along the boards. Here is Huffman wrapping it around to be played by Hensley. As it is kept in a shot by Thornton. It is in the pads of Allen. Whistle called. Excuse me. Faceoff will be inside the Bishop Dwenger zone to the right of Allen. As it is going to be Kuharski against Palmer. Palmer geeks on the faceoff and whiffs on the shot, shooting it just wide of the net. Here is Huffman with a shot. Saved by the shoulder of Allen. As here comes Kuharski. Kuharski loses it at center ice. Here comes Palmer into the zone. Palmer pushed off the play by Woods. No call on the play. Here comes the Bishop Dwenger Saints as Zemansky will get it into the Carroll zone before being cut off by Salkeld, and Salkeld gets it over to Thornton. Thornton pressured by James. Salkeld fans on the pass, but regroups, getting it up to Devin Perry as icing is waved off as Perry touched it before it got across the goal line. Devin Perry trying to keep it in. It is in his feet as he will bank it off the boards and into the Saints zone. Huffman with it now for the Chargers, banks it off the boards, and it is stolen before Gutierrez sends it back into the zone. Here comes the Saints as it is going to be Gutierrez playing it for the Chargers, getting it into the Saints zone before a deflection puts it into the Bishop Dwenger bench. Faceoff is going to be won by the Saints as it is going to be Sather dropping it back for DeGroot, and here comes Desk recovering it for the Chargers as he gets it over to Salkeld. Thornton pass is blocked by Sather, and Salkeld will race for the puck, getting there first, and he loses it. Sather wrapping it around to be played by Nick Kuharski, and Sather with the hit on Salkeld. Thornton flipping it out of the zone before being gloved down by DeGroot at center ice. He will get it into the Carroll zone to be played by Hyde behind the net. Des with it now. We will have a penalty on the play. It looks like it is going to be Salkeld going to the box for slashing. This will be Bishop Dwenger's first power play of the game. Bishop Dwenger is currently 5th in the league for power play success rate, only at a 0% success rate. So Bishop Dwenger looking to get the power play started. But as I have said last week, we are just starting this power play counting and keeping track of their success rates. McClung over to Woods, and Woods will get it to James. Here comes Josh Kuharski for the Saints. Kuharski has it in the corner, as he will get it to the point to be played by McClung. McClung backhanding it to the corner to be played by Zemansky. Zemansky will get it back to McClung. Back to Zemansky. Here is Kuharski with it now for the Saints, as he and Zemansky do a reverse play. As here comes Woods with the drive wide of the net. McClung with it now. As here is Zemansky, gives it back to McClung, and is back to Zemansky in his feet. And Perry trying to get it out for the Chargers. And Zemansky tried to get it back in, but Duffus sends it down ice. Here is McClung for the Saints in his own zone. Will bank it off the boards to be played by Duffus, who will send it back down ice with 43 left in the penalty kill to the Chargers. Gutierrez will send it back into the Saints zone. Here is McClung looking for a start on the power play. And here comes Zaremba. Zaremba with it now, cutting to the slot with the backhand, blocked by Gutierrez. And here is Nick James. His drop pass is left for Gutierrez, who will send it down ice, and that will be played by Woods with 5 seconds left in the penalty kill. A pass to Zaremba is misfired. That goes down for an icing. The Chargers will return to full strength. So Bishop Dwenger continues with the failing power play, still at 0%. As they are 0-for-8. A new centerman will come in for the Saints. Kuharski is chased. It is won by the Chargers. And here is Thornton coming into the slot. Gets it back to Salkeld, who gives it over to Wallen with the shot. Saved by Allen. It is loose. And Wallen with the drive wide of the net. Thornton for the Chargers will wrap it around behind the net. And here is Cameron Perry. Perry cutting to the middle. Wallen with the one-timer. And that is on top of the net. And we have a whistle on the play. .5:01 left in the first period. 10 minutes almost already gone by. Here is Wallen for the Chargers, cutting to the middle, and another save by Allen. Off the tie-up, here is Nick James for the Saints, trying to get it out of the zone. And here is Kuharski getting it over to Sather, but Sather can't handle the pass. And Des gives it up to Wallum, but poke checked by Hensley. Tied up along the corner. Thornton with a drive just wide of the net, and it is now going to be played by Nick James. He will wrap it around the boards. And here is Des. Sather gets it out of the zone. That will go all the way down, but Salkill beats the puck to the goal line, so icing is waved off. Here comes Cameron Perry for the Chargers up center ice, as he tries to get around McClung, but McClung with good positioning knocks the puck away. McClung looking to get something started for the Saints as the pressures has shifted and is now pretty much all Carroll. Around the boards, here is Knipscher, as now comes Robertson for the Saints. Robertson over to Knipscher, but a good stick lift defensive play by Gutierrez broke up the play, as here is along the near boards DeGroot and Pollock, and it is flipped out of the zone by Duffus. That should go on net, so icing is waved off. Allen will cover the puck. And we have a whistle on the play with 3:15 left in the first period. Off the draw, it is won by Kuharski, and it is at center ice. Gutierrez will give it over to Devin Perry, who gets it into the zone. Kohlmeyer will wrap it around the boards. Here comes Zemanski for the Saints as he banks it off the boards. And Kuharski gets there first, looking for a centering pass, but nobody was there. James trying to hit Kuharski, but Kuharski was tied up on the play. Kohlmeyer will bank it further into the zone to be played by Palmer. Palmer cutting to the corner, as here is Kohlmeyer with it now. Kohlmeyer up to James and out to center ice. Palmer taken down on the play. So he's trying to get it inside the zone. And we will have a whistle for an offsides. Off the draw, won by the Chargers. Here is Thornton with it now. Here is Cameron Perry trying to cut to the slot, poked by Sather. Here is Des, backhands it to Wallem, but the pass cannot be completed. And here comes the Saints. Nick Kuharski into the zone, broken up by Thornton. And here's Wallem inside of the Bishop Dwenger zone. Des poked by McClung. Salkeld with a shot, stick save, and a rebound is cleared out of the slot by Woods. And here is Thornton. Thornton cutting to the slot, and he loses it to Woods. We will have a penalty on the play, as this will be on the Saints. This will be Carroll's first power play of the game, as Carroll is tied for Bishop Dwenger for fifth, also with a 0% success rate. It is going to be, looks like McClung to the box for cross-checking. We have a Chargers power play. So the Chargers, unless they score, are on the power play for the rest of the period, and we'll have carryover time. As here is Palmer cutting to the middle. His shot is blocked by Allen. Knocking it out of the zone was DeGroot, and here comes Duffus for the Chargers as he will get it over to Thornton. And here is Grant Palmer. Palmer with a shot that will go into the safety netting. The faceoff will come out of the zone with 58 seconds left in the period. A minute 30 left in the penalty kill to the Saints. Off the draw, it is won by Kuharski. Off the tie-up by Cameron Perry will get it into the zone. Here is Woods trying to get it out. Thornton keeps it in. Thornton over to Wallem. Back to Thornton. Thornton over to Duffus. Duffus with the drive. Glove saved by Allen. Off the draw, here is Wallum for the Chargers. He will take it back to the corner, and a centering feed blocked by Kohlmeyer, excuse me. And here is Thornton. Thornton with the shot blocked by Ben James. And Thornton leaves it for Wallum. Wallum with the shot. That is in the stomach of Allen, and he will hang on. Face-off will be to the right of Allen, as it is going to be Cameron Perry against, looks like it'll be Zemansky. And the Chargers have it. Here is Thornton with the shot. Saved by Allen. Rebound in the crease and cleared away. And a drive from Duffus is blocked. And that will do it for the first period. We are still tied at 0. And the Chargers will have 32 seconds left on the power play to start the second period. And we will be right back here on SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
We are here for the second period. As I said, Carroll will have a 32-second carryover time. Good goaltending duo between Isaac Hyde and Nick Allen, as they both remain perfect as we start the second period. And the faceoff off the tie-up here is it going to be Hensley for the Saints. He will get it into the zone. Hensley a drive. That is a save by Hyde. And here is Salkeld for the Chargers. He will get it up ice. Fans on the pass, but here is Palmer. Palmer with the pass to the slot goes just wide. As here it comes, Devin Perry, who will flip it into the near corner. Here is Huffman with it now. Bishop Dwenger returning to full strength, so both teams still 0% on the power play. Palmer with a drive, that will go just wide, and here Gutierrez will put it into the corner. Palmer blocks a pass but loses it in his feet. And here is Hensley. Dangerous play as he plays it in the crease of Allen. And here is Devin Perry for the Chargers. Perry looking for Huffman, but the pass is not able to be completed. Salkeld with a drive tipped in front by Hensley. Here is Palmer. Salkeld will get it further into the zone. Here is Sather for the Saints. And it is along the far boards, tied up in the feet of Nick James. As James finally pulls it out, and he will cut to the boards and stolen by Palmer. Palmer over to Salkeld, but cannot handle the pass. Zaremba trying to break away, but Gutierrez boxes him off the puck. And here is Salkeld. Up to Perry as it is poke-checked by Hensley. Hensley fanning on the pass, and it is knocked out of the zone by Hensley. Here is Knipscher. Knipscher walking the line, gets into the zone. Leaves it for Zaremba, who will play it behind the net to Knipscher. and a centering feed gets knocked away by Cameron Perry. Here is Salkeld with control. He will get it over to Des, and Des is hit hard on the near boards, and it is now going to be played by Kohlmeyer. Des up the point. Here is Duffus with the drive, saved by Allen. This is now going to be Robertson getting it up ice, blocked by Wallum, and Wallum will get it back into the Saints zone. Wallum cutting, gets it to Perry, but the pass cannot be completed. Duffus with a shot wide of the net, as Thornton now has it for the Chargers. Thornton is stripped of the puck, as he will get it up boards off the tie-up. And here is Cameron Perry. Perry flips it above the net as it lands behind it. Here is McClung and Wallum. Mosier looking to center it, blocked by Robertson, and Thornton will put it back into the zone. McClung with it now, looking to get it up ice. And the pass to Zaremba is unable to be completed. Here is Wallum. Wallum cannot handle the puck, and here is Zemanski getting poke checked. And now Wallum comes in for the Chargers. Zemanski taking it behind the net, bumped into the boards by Mosier, as Robertson now has it. Kept alive by Thornton, but Zemanski will get it out of the zone. Cameron Perry for the Chargers looking for a centering feed that is blocked down. And here is Duffus. Off the boards, trying to get it up ice. And a bad bounce there, does not get it very far. As here is Ben James. James wrapping around the boards to be played by Duffus. And Polak gets it to center ice before Woods knocks it back into the Charger zone. Duffus up to Huffman. And Huffman gets it up ice to Halsworth. Along the near boards, Woods will wrap it around. And Devin Perry gains control for the Chargers. Here is Huffman. Huffman along the point. His shot is blocked by Nick Kuharski. Kuharski will try to flip it out of the zone. Kept in. Good grab by Thornton. Thornton cut to the slot, but he loses control of the puck. Here is Devin Perry with the shot. He scores! Devin Perry caught Allen down, lifts it over him, and gives Carroll the 1-0 lead. So great patience shown by Devin Perry as he gets Allen down. And here is Kohlmeyer getting into the zone. At the point, it is kept alive by the Saints, and here is Huffman. As we have a delayed offsides for the Saints, and here is Salkeld for the Chargers. As now Hensley gains control. Hensley up to Robertson. And here is Hensley. Hensley with the shot, pad save by Hyde. Here's Palmer. Palmer up ice to Perry. Can't handle the pass. Perry looking to Huffman, but is blocked off by Hensley with the drive from Palmer wide of the net. Here is Palmer along the near boards. He hits the brakes. Here is Huffman. Palmer tied up. Here is Huffman gaining control. He will get it over to Gutierrez with the drive, blocked by Ben James. Kept alive in the zone by Gutierrez. And here is Hensley. Hensley getting it out of the zone up to Ben James. A shot is stick saved by Hyde. And here is Knipscher wrapping around the boards to Gutierrez. Gutierrez trying to hit Devin Perry, blocked by McClung. We have a penalty on the play. Gutierrez will go for tripping. This will be Bishop Dwenger's second power play of the game as they are 0 for 1 on the night. So the Saints looking to get things tied up as they are still down a goal with this power play chance. Off the draw, here is Wallum getting it down ice as it's going to be played by McClung. McClung dekes Cameron Perry. And here is McClung carrying it to center ice as he will get it over, trying to get to Woods. Here is Wallum getting it out of the zone. And Wallum's all by himself for the Chargers. He gets around McClung but cannot handle the pass. Cameron Perry with it now. Backhands to Wallum but poked by Allen. McClung behind the net looking to regroup. And here is Woods with it now. Woods will backhand it into the zone before being sent down ice by Cameron Perry. McClung behind the net gets around Wallum as he banks it off the net. And here is Woods up ice, but Salkel will send it back into the Bishop Dwenger zone. Here comes Nick James for the Saints as his shot is wide of the net. Dwenger unable to mount any real offensive pressure on this power play as Zaremba is stripped of the puck and sent as far as the point. Here is Kohlmeyer. DeGroot looking for an open lane, decides to send it behind the net to be played by Zaremba. And he will get it over to Robertson. Back to Zaremba, wraparound chance, and that is blocked. We will have yet another penalty on the Chargers as it is going to be touched finally by the Chargers. And the Saints will get a brief 5-on-3 power play with 6:15 left in the second period. So Duffus will get the box. We have a 5-on-3 for the Saints. With 6:15 left in the second period. Off the draw, here is Salkel sending it down ice. This is now going to be played by Hensley. Hensley up to Kuharski, and it is now 5-on-4. And here is Thornton losing it to Zemanski. Zemanski up the boards now and sent down ice. That was Palmer sending it down ice to be played by Allen. And DeGroot has it now. Pressured by Des. Big hit there. That could have possibly been a board on the play. And here is Hensley. Hensley over to Kuharski. Here's Josh with the centering feed, looking for Zemanski in the slot. DeGroot unable to keep it in the zone. It is now going to be played by Woods. As he is chased down by Palmer. Robertson for the Saints has it now. As he will take it behind the net. Over to McClung. McClung can't handle the pass, and he is poked and sent out of the zone by Des. But here is Robertson. Robertson, drop pass for Zaremba is blocked, and that will be sent down ice. Allen plays it to McClung. 20 seconds left in the power play for the Saints. Robertson loses it to Devin Perry, and Thornton will get it off the boards to Perry, and Perry gets it into the zone. Woods up the near boards to McClung. Here is Robertson. Power play over. And here is Knipscher with the shot. That is going to be tipped wide by Hyde. Kohlmeyer with the shot blocked by Thornton. And here is Thornton coming to the Saints zone. Thornton gives it to Halsworth in the corner. Halsworth centering feed to Perry is blocked by Allen. And Huffman regroups for the Chargers as he gets over to Gutierrez, and Gutierrez back to Huffman. Knipscher gets it into the Chargers zone for the Saints. Here is Gutierrez playing it behind the net. Nick James blocks the pass, and he gets it inside the Chargers zone before Halsworth knocks it away. Kohlmeyer at center ice carries it into the Charger zone. His shot is on net, and Hyde covers the puck. And we have extra pushing and shoving after the whistle. Signs of the games played last season between these two teams, as they were heavyweight battles between these two teams last year. Looks like it's going to be Gutierrez going to the box for the Chargers, and possibly Nick James for the Saints. We have Coincidental Miners 5-on-5 hockey. Off the tie-up is won by the Chargers, and here is Robertson. DeGroot putting it into the corner to be played now by Robertson, and he is chased off the puck. Robertson gives it to Zemanski in the crease almost, and Hyde has to make a really up-close save. We have a face-off to the right of Hyde as the puck went into the safety netting, 2:49. We have a timeout called on the play, made possibly by the Carroll Chargers, as the ref did point to the Carroll bench. And we will be right back with more of the second period here on SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
We are back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House off of the timeout. And off the draw here is Zaremba. off the top in the boards. Here comes DeGroot for the Saints, retreating into his own zone. As DeGroot has it into the Charger zone. DeGroot gets around. His shot is blocked. Rebound set. Scores! That is Zaremba scoring on the rebound. We have a 1-1 game. So Zaremba with the goal off the rebound. It is 1-1, 2:18 left in the second period. Off the draw, won by James. Here is Palmer as he is tied up. And here now is Knipscher. Knipscher shot, he scores! Knipscher throwing it on net. Hyde gives an unfortunate goal as it goes 5-hole. It is now 2-1. So Knipscher just throwing it on net. You never know what will happen as he finds a hole in Hyde. It is 2-1 Bishop Dwenger. Here is Josh Kuharski for the Saints as it is now going to be played by Woods off the boards, and Palmer now has it for the Chargers. In the zone, tied up along the boards. It is stolen, and here is Woods up to Kuharski. Kuharski wraps it around the boards, and that is now going to be played by Zaremba. And Zaremba walking the line. His shot looking for Robertson with the tip, but it just goes wide. And here's Robertson. Drop pass is taken by Thornton. Tied up along the far corner as it is Duffus, Robertson, Kuharski, and Palmer all tied up. Here is Duffus now for the Chargers. Pass to the slot. Yet another dangerous play. Huffman sending it into the zone. It is now going to be played by Devin Perry of the Chargers. He is stick-lifted. Huffman with a chance in the slot. A good hit there by Nick Kuharski. Here comes Duffus banking it off the boards. It is now going to be in the near corner to be played by McClung. Sather has it for the Saints. He is bumped off the play and now is in the zone to be played by Woods. Woods banks off the boards to McClung as that almost went to the slot. Thornton keeping it in the zone. Thornton centering pass to Huffman. Big save by Allen. The rebound chance off the crossbar. Iron unkind for Palmer as another shot is in the slot. The buzzer goes. That will do it for the second period as we have a 2-1 game in favor of the Bishop Dwenger Saints. And we will be right back with the second intermission highlights here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, one website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, you're smart.
Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom. You can be too.
Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
McClung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
We are back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House here on Summit City Sports for your second intermission highlights. Taking a quick look at this scoring in the first period. In the second period. First period was 0-0 tie. Thornton doing a good job keeping it in the zone as he gets it to the slot. Then it just bounces off the skate of multiple players. Allen goes down. Devin Perry goes back to the other side of the net. Outweights Allen and lifts it over him, giving Carroll the 1-0 lead. Later in the period, however, Bishop Dwenger answered as the initial shot by the Saints was a save for Hyde, but Zaremba was there and he gets the rebound goal. It is now 1-1 for the tie. And then just a mere 15 seconds later, here is Knipscher getting the pass in the slot. He will cut to the near boards, just throws it on net, finds a hole in the pads of Hyde for the 2-1 lead for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. That is where we currently stand. Bishop Dwenger is 0 for 3 so far on the night for the power play, as Carroll is 0 for 1. And we will see what holds for us here in the third period. And again, some quick reminders. Next week, we have the Carroll Chargers versus the Fort Wayne Bruins at 6:40. Bishop Dwenger and Homestead is at 7:30. Then Leo and Summit City at 8:40. You can catch the 6:40 and 8:40 games right here on SummitCitySports.com, where you can tune in every Wednesday for the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association, and Friday where we have all 5 SAC games of football right here on Summit City Sports. We will be right back for your third period here on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website, SummitCitySports.com. Live stream high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne area athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom. You can be too.
Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, he scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
Plum with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Pilates therapy is using the Pilates technique in a therapeutic way. Pilates itself is just using, we would use equipment, Pilates equipment, to work on precise movement patterns in the Pilates method in that rehabilitation process. The benefit of doing Pilates with the therapy, the biggest benefit is to work on smaller muscle groups and precise movement patterns that you're going to get with using the Pilates method. In this method, if you just come in with low back pain, or you have some shoulder pain, or you have some other pains that aren't surgically repaired, The Pilates method is very effective in utilizing those smaller muscle groups that are attached from the core into the shoulders or to the hips to strengthen from the inside out. It very much works posture. In this day and age, posture is a huge thing with people, sitting at desks, keeping the head forward.
Anybody can benefit from Pilates. Definitely athletes, performers, dancers, gymnasts, but also people chronic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, teenagers, even women going through pregnancy or postpartum can also benefit from Pilates.
Pilates is for everyone, and including men, especially men. Men get tight as they age, decrease in flexibility in the hamstrings, in their spine. Now you have many professional athletes doing Pilates, LeBron James, Jake Arrieta, Antonio Brown, and they're finding the benefits of getting the elongation of the muscles and the strengthening and the balance and the control that helps them during their sport. And we are the only clinic in Fort Wayne that services both physical therapy and Pilates at the same time, that you can get a Pilates-based rehabilitation.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
While the expansion of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse is enhancing the experience for athletes around the area, Parkview Sports Medicine is doing the same inside of the expansion, introducing the brand new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic, providing immediate access to the entire PSM team for athletes all around the region.
We have this team that we can take care of them from the moment they come in, present with their injury, take them all the way through to the point where they're ready to be back to the performance level that they came in pre-injury. We can provide just about anything that any of your walk-in clinics.
Off of the draw, it is now going to be Woods as we are now in the third period. Here is Palmer. Loses it, poke check. But here now is Huffman. Huffman cutting across. Carroll looking with some real passion in their play early in this period. As it is now Robertson taking it and giving it off the boards. And here is going to be Gutierrez. Gutierrez fakes the shot, will wrap it around the boards instead. It is now played by McClung. In the zone, here is Gutierrez. Sees pressure by Kuharski. And it is sent as far as center ice. Play whistled down for an offsides. So face-off will be just outside of the Carroll zone. as it is going to be Cameron Perry. And off the draw, Nick James wins it back to Hensley. Hensley gets it into the zone. Salkel loses control as it is now going to be Zemansky and Hensley in the near corner. Hensley trying to throw it on net and see if he can duplicate what Knipscher did earlier in the second period. Wallem with it now inside of the Saints zone, boxed out and sent out of the zone by Hensley. As here is Thornton into the Saints zone with a shot, stick save by Allen. Three 13:25 left in the third period. It is 2-1 in favor of the Bishop Dwenger Saints with a faceoff to the left of Allen. Off the draw is now going to be played by Hensley as far as center ice before James gets it further into the zone. Along the near boards now it is Pollock losing control, and Ben James gets it in to the Carroll zone. As here is Nick Kuharski. Kuharski with a shot saved by Hyde. Hyde doing a good job making sure he doesn't make the first move as Kuharski came in slow. Kuharski coming in slow at the faceoff dot, trying to get Hyde to jump and unable to do so. Here is Mosier now for the Chargers. He is poke checked by Kohlmeyer as it is now going to be Knipscher. Nick Kuharski along the boards, and Woods keeps it in the zone. Woods will just put it into the far corner, getting it further in the zone and away from the blue line. Knipscher with a shot, and that's a save by Hyde, and Gutierrez almost puts it in his own net, and a shot from Kohlmeyer is saved, and Hyde will hang on. So, face-off is to the left of Hyde, and it is shot out by Palmer. Here is McClung. McClung up ice, cannot handle the pass, was Robertson. And here's McClung again. McClung into the zone, cutting across, poke check by Gutierrez, and the shot from the point is blocked by Duffus. Here is Huffman. Huffman throws it on net, and Allen will stick it into the corner, but it was whistled down for an offsides. Off the draw and shot into the Carroll zone was Robertson, as Thornton gets it to center ice. Kohlmeyer off the glass, gets it into the zone. Here is Zaremba. Zaremba loses it off the stick lift to Huffman, and here now is Hensley. Hensley looking for Zaremba, but stolen by Thornton, and here's Robertson putting it into the far corner to be played now by Hyde. Salkill trying to get it up ice. Zaremba gets the stick on it. And we have a whistle on the play as the puck went into the safety netting. Face-off at center ice just outside of the Carroll zone. Cameron Perry wins the draw. Here is Salkel now getting it to center ice before McClung steals it. But Salkel gets it back. His shot is saved by Allen. And he will hang on. 11:17 left in the third period. The Chargers are still down a goal, trying to get this tied up in the third period, as it is now going to be face-off won by Cameron Perry. Gutierrez with a shot, and that is blocked in front. is loose in the slot, and here now is Nick James getting it to center ice. Cameron Perry gets it further into the Saints zone. Be played by McClung. Sather gives it up to Woods, and here now Woods with a shot wide of the net. And here is Des for the Chargers, carrying it up the far boards, looking for Wallum. But instead, here is Nick James losing it to Gutierrez. Wallum carrying it into the Saints zone. His shot is saved by Allen. As it is now Wallum again. Wallum to Perry with a shot saved again by Allen. And here is Wallum. Drops it for Duffus. Duffus with a shot. That is blocked by Woods. And is now in the slot as it is cleared by the Saints defense. And Cameron Perry with a shot tipped by Woods. And Allen will hang on. Woods making an innocent defensive play, trying to tip it down and away from the net. Instead, he tips it on net, and Allen has to make a quick glove save to keep the Saints ahead by 1. Off the draw, here is Trevor Thornton with a shot wide of the net. Salkel will put it back into the corner, and here is Halsworth. Poked by Hensley. And stolen by Mosier. His shot is sent above the net. Here's Trevor Thornton banking it off the boards to Mosier. Mosier centers it to Salkeld. Over to Thornton. Thornton with a drive. Hits the post. And Nick Kuharski will bank it off the boards. That will go down to be played by Salkeld. Icing waved off. Salkel up the far boards, banks it to himself. And he has it tied up by Hensley. We will have a whistle as the puck was shot into the safety netting. 9:09 left in the third period. Off the draw, here is Woods playing it for the Saints and wrapping it around the boards. As here comes Robertson. And the slot is Kuharski. Scores! Josh Kuharski. It is now 3-1 Saints. So Kuharski trying to get a shot on net, ends up losing his balance on the play, possibly tripped. It still finds a way past Hyde. It is now 3-1. Face-off won by Palmer as the Chargers down by 2 now, looking to get something going. Here is McClung. Robertson backhands it, but it is stolen by Perry. And here comes Zaremba. Zaremba gets around the defense, gets around the other defense, but loses control. Here is McClung. McClung with a shot. He scores! McClung puts it over the shoulder of Hyde. It is now 4-1. Two quick goals by the Saints give them a 3-goal edge. As off the draw is going to be won by Cameron Perry. The hole getting deeper for the Chargers. As here is Cameron Perry. We will have a penalty on the play. This is going to be on Sather. for slashing. This will be Carroll's second power play of the night as they are looking to get the momentum stopped and cut into this deficit of 3 goals. So it is Sather to the box for slashing, Carroll to the power play. Off the draw, here is Kohlmeyer sending it out of the zone. As it is now going to be Zemansky playing it for the Saints. Nick James tied up along the boards by Salkeld and Cameron Perry. As here now along the near boards is Trevor Thornton. Thornton up the near wing with speed, getting around James, but loses control of the puck. Here is Wallem at center ice. Wallem with it now, as here is Des. Wallem with it now, as he gets it to Thornton with a shot, saved by Allen. Kohlmeyer for the Saints tries to get out of the zone. Wallem keeps it in. And here is Kohlmeyer. We have a whistle on the play. A tripping call. As it is Des going to the box for tripping. Carroll loses their man advantage and continues the bad power play success rate, as they are now 0 for 2 on the night. So Dwenger will have a minute 3 on the power play once they return to full strength. Off the tie-up now, here is Ben James as he gets it to the point. And McClung gives it up to Zaremba. Zaremba breaking away. Zaremba with the shot off the post. Duffus up to Thornton as he has it now. Thornton losing his balance. Here comes Zaremba. So he cannot get it out of the zone. Played now by Palmer. Palmer, shot blocked, and here is another penalty on the Saints. Carroll will get the man advantage. A holding call. So Carroll gets a 21-second power play before it is returned to 4-on-4 hockey. .6:42 left in the third period. It is now a 4-on-3, a very rare power play. As here is Wallem. Wallem to Perry, over to Duffus, and Duffus gets it over to Salkeld. Salkeld over to Duffus, back to Salkeld. Salkeld up to Wallem. Over to Duffus, blocked in front and sent down ice by Robertson. The power play over for the Chargers, 4-on-4 hockey. Salkeld leaving it for Duffus, doesn't know where it is, and here is Robertson for the Saints. Wallem along the near boards, pressured by Kuharski. And here's Robertson banking it off the boards into the corner. Wallem along the near boards, gives it to Duffus. And Duffus carries it to center ice, gives it back to Wallem. And it is now going to be Josh Kuharski. Sending it down ice to be played now by Wallem. Wallem fans on the pass. Here comes Kuharski once again for the Saints. Gives it to the point, and McClung unable to handle it. He loses it to Cameron Perry. Here comes Cameron Perry. Perry cuts to the slot, is knocked down on the play. And here is Zemansky. Zemansky loses it to Wallem. And a big hit there, and that will be another call on the Saints as the Carroll gets a 5-on-3 power play. This will be their 5th of the night. McClung going to the box, as that is possibly going to be a 2 and a 10 for charging. As it looks like it's going to be just 2 minutes, possibly for interference. Unsure of what the official call is. Either way, it is a 5-on-3 for the Chargers. A big opportunity for Carroll trying to cut into this deficit. As it is won by Palmer. Here is Devin Perry up to Salkeld and over to Thornton. Thornton with a shot, saved by Allen, and he will hang on. 22 seconds left in the first penalty to Zaremba. And a minute 51 left in the penalty to McClung. With 5:03 left in the third. Off the draw again, here is Devin Perry. He will hang on to it. Gets it over to Huffman, who fans on the shot. And here's Woods tying up along the boards as Devin Perry comes in to help. Huffman with it now. Up to Salkeld with the drive wide of the net. Here's Salkeld, 5-on-4. Huffman in the corner, centers it, blocked by Kohlmeyer. Kohlmeyer gets it out of the zone. A minute 18 left in the penalty to McClung. Palmer cutting into the zone and trying to do a drive-by, but a good play by DeGroot to keep him on the outside. Palmer up to Thornton, hits his skate, and that will be sent down ice by Hensley. Salkeld pressured by Robertson, and here is Thornton. Thornton carrying up the far wing as he cuts back from center ice to the far wing as he leaves it for Palmer, and Gutierrez unable to keep it in the zone. Devin Perry off the boards. Here is Zaremba now sending it down ice as Gutierrez now plays it. Palmer into the Saints zone, cutting to the slot, and a save by Allen. Dotfus with a shot goes wide, and here's Huffman. Huffman leaves it for Gutierrez, and we will have another penalty on the Saints, as here now is Devin Perry. Over to Dufus, back to even strength. Perry with the shot, saved by Allen, and that will be touched by Kuharski. This will be a cross-checking on the call as Carroll gets their 6th power play of the night, as it is Josh Kuharski getting the box for cross-checking. The Chargers being handed some good opportunities here late in the game with the power play. But Allen is on top of his game, making the saves he needs to keep Carroll down by 3 goals. Off the draw, here is Woods losing it to Des, as here now is Wallum. Wallum along the corner, tied up, and he loses it and sent down ice by Ben James. Here is Hyde, but here comes Robertson. Stops behind the net. Banks it off the net to himself. Robertson hits the side of the net. Thornton coming up the near wing for the Chargers. Gets around Kohlmeyer. But it is loose in the slot. Shoots, he scores! Cameron Perry, it is a power play goal. Down by 2, 2:28 left in the third period. As the faceoff is won, here comes Dufus. It is sent out of the zone by the Saints. Here is Gutierrez. As his pass to Perry is intercepted by McClung. Here comes Nick James. James with the shot wide of the net. Szymanski with it now, drops it for Zaremba. As here is Nick James. Zaremba tied up. James with the box out. He will get it up to Szymanski. Szymanski wrapping it around the boards. Here is Nick James. Des with it now. Kept alive by McClung. Sent further into the zone. Here is Nick James bumped off by Des, and Zaremba has it now. Zaremba cutting to the slot. Poke check by Gutierrez, and Hensley keeps it in the zone. Here is Szymanski behind the net. Szymanski off the boards. Here is Perry. Gets it up to Wallen, but cannot complete the pass. That will go down for an icing. 1:21 left in the third period. Face off inside the zone. It is going to be to the right of Hyde. Carroll down by 2. Off the draw, won by Palmer. He loses it to Robertson. Robertson pokes it to the slot, but Salkeld knocks it away. Salkeld up to Devin Perry. Here comes Perry. He leaves it for Palmer. Empty net now for the Chargers. Palmer shooting it on net, blocked in front. Here is Salkeld with it now. A minute left as he gets it up to Huffman. Huffman wraps it around the boards. Wallum for the Chargers now. Gets it over to Salkeld. Centers it to Perry in front, but cannot get the pass to go. Here now is Huffman on delayed offsides. Can't touch it. Here's Woods. Woods off the boards. Intercepted and kept in by Devin Perry. That will hit the ceiling. Play whistled down. 25.3 left in the third period. Dwenger with a 2-goal lead. Palmer shoots it into the zone. It is sent back out by Kohlmeyer. Here is Zaremba giving it to Nick Kucharski, who falls on the play. And here now is Salkeld up to Palmer. It is now going to be Nick Kucharski sending it down ice. 3-2, and that will do it. The Bishop Dwenger Saints defeat the Carroll Chargers by a score of 4-2. So, Bishop Dwenger with the 4-2 victory over the Carroll Chargers. You have been watching the Fort Wayne Amateur Hockey Association High School Division here on SummitCitySports.com.